Here's my attempt to explain the answer to question number 1 on your limits quiz. First of all full disclosure here, I would have gotten this question wrong. I saw that basically everybody got this wrong, and I thought it was a mistake from the AP people, but after further review, here's the issue. When you look at this problem, and what I would have done is we learned this property of limits for composite functions. You can just take, this is what we're trying to do, the limit as x goes to 0 of this composite function. We learned that it would be equal to f of the limit of the inside function. So that seems very, very simple. Now, if you plug in 0 to this function, you'll get 1. So the answer should be f of 1, and f of 1 is 2. But here's the problem. This theorem only works if these two functions are continuous, and it doesn't even really mention that in this theorem, and that's one of the major issues. But both functions must be continuous, and you can see that this function f is not continuous at 1. So this theorem kind of goes out the window. But to approach this problem, we're still going to think of it as a composite, but when you take the limit of this function right here, we know what this function looks like. It's a parabola that looks like this. And this is 1, and that's big. So as you're approaching 0 on this function from both sides, you're approaching it from negative values. So when you composite this with f, this indicates you're approaching 1 from the negative side, or you're approaching 1 from the left. So the inside function indicates you are approaching 1 from a negative side. So when you're doing the limit, it's really what it comes down to is you're approaching 1 from the left-hand side. So we're only looking at this side, and that means the limit is 3. Now that's, I don't know if that makes a lot of sense to you, and I'm still struggling with that. I mean, it seems like a very, very difficult and obscure rule that they put on an AP exam. But that's the best I can do with my explanation so far. If you have any questions, ask. Of course, as far as your grades, that question I'm going to eliminate. So there we go.